back for revenge, you guys. It's a revenge mission. You could call me Nico Bellic. And revenge is a dish best served in a fondue pot with cheese and crackers to dip in. You know what I'm saying? Woo! Woo! Yeah, listen, we definitely got it today. Absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind. I already went and told the neighbors to expect a victory. And if you guys think I'm gonna let the neighbors down, who do you think you are? You know? Who do you think you are at that point? Do I need to go tell the neighbors on you? Yo, who do we got in the chat? Who's up in the chat today? We got Brandon Day coming in with the 4-leaf cloves. We got Hayla. What's up? Shadow Kit 15. Lartuned. Lartuned into me. What's up? What's up, Luxie? What's going on, guys? Catch me up. What's happening? What's happening? Huh? Yo, what's up, Robert Apache? Just say no to High Guard. Oh, come on, that's the next game we're gonna play. Didn't you know? Next game, High Guard, come on! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I'm coming in, guys. Give me my sticks. Let's shake it off. Shake it off, guys. Shake it off. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it off, guys. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off, guys. Shake it off. It's gonna be a day. Now, this is a very unpredictable day. This is a very unpredictable day. We might beat it in 30 minutes. We might beat it in 3 hours. Honestly, I have no idea. But I have enough experience with these hard boss kind of games that I know, and I'm sure many of you know as well, that sometimes when you're fighting one of these at the end of a night for a few hours and you're getting pretty good at it, you go to bed and the next day you're all refreshed and it's a lot better. Lot better. So I'm thinking for sure, there's no doubt that we're gonna beat it today. I do honestly feel that in my heart. Would I be completely shocked if we didn't? Yes. Because I think I'm gonna. Now, I've fought other bosses for way longer. Guys, I've been on bosses for days before. But I don't think this is the case. I don't think this is the case because it's just that one move. You know? Once this coffee starts to hit and it connects into my phalanges and my fingers, we're gonna be good. And the only move we gotta really work on is this third phase mumbo jumbo. Okay? And I think I get it. I think. I understand the whole jump, parry, jump. But the only thing is, like, it's gotta be real quick. Like, it's like jump, parry, and then delay and then a jump. But it's like parry, like back to back, clink, clink, like that. Jump, clink, clink, and then jump again after the next one. Jim Walsh, welcome, dude. Subaki, what's up, bro? And so my only confusion is the timing on that. And then also if she does other versions of it, because it seems like she did some of them back to back. Like jump, parry, parry, jump. But then she did like another one the other way or something. So I'm not sure. That's the only move that I gotta figure out. Okay? That's the only move. All right? I mean, we've gotten so good to the point, especially with phase 1 and 2, where I kind of feel like even if that move's hitting me, if I can just survive, like if we can get to that third phase with enough health to just survive and take her out, I think we got it. Okay? Sometimes she'll do the phase 3 attack back to back, but everything else in phase 3 is just phase 2 moves. Okay. Yeah. So it's just the one move. Now, I want to tell you guys one other thing. There's new people here all the time. Some people have been here for years. And they know me. Right? Or at least they think they do. I love this shit. Love it. So I wonder if there's some people that were like, uh-oh, he's frustrated. He doesn't like this boss. I love this boss. This is the best boss in the game. And I kid you not, guys. I was going to bed last night thinking, this is like one of the best bosses. Like ever. And I can explain more after we kill her. So here's the plan. Okay? What's up, Torinto? Welcome, bro. I'm looking good on that. I'm looking good on the 144p? Yeah? That's good, dude. I look great, thanks. It's hiding any blemishes, maybe. That's good. So anyway. Great boss. Amazing final boss. So the plan is this. I just gotta warm up. We're probably gonna die a few times while I warm up and shake off the cobwebs, okay? If we beat it in like on the first try or some shit, maybe we'll switch to Tears of the Kingdom after, who knows. But honestly, I don't think so. If it's gonna take me at least several tries or more here, I think we'll beat it. We'll experience the end. And then let's take some time to relax together. And do like a little 9 Souls review. Because we got time. We don't always have time. We might have time. If it takes me 3 hours, and we don't have time, we just beat it and we're done. Tears of the Kingdom tomorrow. So it sounds like either way, it's probably going to be Tears of the Kingdom tomorrow. Unless we literally beat her right now. But I don't even think so. I like this game enough to where I think we should do what we did in Silksong. And have a little time at the end to just talk about our final thoughts. The final verdict. What do you think? You guys on board with that or what? Okay. I'm delaying the inevitable. I'm going in, all right? I got to adjust. I got to wake up. I got to drink some more coffee. What's up, our default? Okay. Okay.
Wish me luck, guys. I'm going in.
Oh, man. I noticed something after seeing you guys talk about it with this boss arena. And how it looks like we're rotating. You know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't look 2D, but it is. It's amazing. Love it. See, I'm gonna have to warm up a bit here. You bozo! My hands are cold, but they won't be soon. Don't know why I didn't bomb her. Come on! Gotcha! That's a phase 2, ladies and gentlemen. Phase 2. Damn it. Nope. Okay. Okay, not bad for the first try of the day. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Yo, Shadow Kit, you can't wait for the next Mario movie? Me neither. Listen, I was actually a big fan of the first Mario movie. Second, I guess, if we're counting the 90s one. I thought it was great. Did you guys see the new trailer for the new one with Yoshi? Have I considered Water Talisman? We're beyond that. Watch my damage. Watch my damage. You'll see. But you are right, it could be a good alternative to stay quick. The new trailer looks awesome. I think it looks even better. I really do. I think it looks great. And you got that Mario Odyssey level. Looks awesome. This is why we do full talisman. Look. Look at that damage. You see that? And I have enough windows to do it now. Look, look. Boom! You see that? That's why. I did something dumb. That was my bad. Thought I could get her with this. Watch this damage. Look at that. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay. See that? What a baller move that is. I recovered. Okay. Big mistake. That's phase 3, first one of the day. Tao, what's up, my dude? What's up, my dude? What's up, my dude? What's up, my dude? Let's go. Here we go. I'm gonna heal. Wow, she gonna spam it, huh? Can you believe that? Can you believe that, you guys? I thought I had an extra heal. I thought I had an extra heal. That's why I stood there for a minute and I was like pushing the button. If I had one more heal, that would have been over. But then I would have been over anyway, but then I panicked because I didn't have the heal and it got in my own head, you know? We got this in the bag, come on. Watch this damage. See that? I'm getting a little cheeky with it. You see that damage? Getting a little cheeky with it. Damn! It's my favorite move. Okay. She spams it. I had to do it. Damn. Still, some of it I don't get. The fact that she tries to get you with that is fucking brutal. I'm sorry, ho. This is to all the doubters. Including you, Igong. What do you think of that, guys? What do you think of that, you guys? Huh? Third try. Third try today. I fucking told you guys. And most importantly, I told you, Igong. People out here, guys, people out here sleeping on little old me. Imagine that, huh? You just have to have faith. I learned that from Dutch Vanderlinde. I really think it's my Red Dead Redemption 2 skills that transferred over into this Nine Souls experience. It allowed me to do this today. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Shadow Kit. Thank you, Subaki. What's up, Queen? Thank you, Lartund. Thank you, Hala. Thank you, Gaming Warrior, with the clap. I mean, you didn't get the clap. You're clapping. Thank you, P-Dot. What up, bro? Damn, that felt good. Woo! Alright, let's see how it ends. And then she gets back up. As your mentor, I have to admit you've improved a lot. You moved with grace and showed no trace of fear. Don't try to drop bars on me now. I'm beyond that. Are you not scared, Yi? Knowing that everything might turn to dust. I am scared. But I have also learned to accept failure. You didn't learn that from me. What's up, Rabbit Goy? It's almost time. If she does a phase 4, I might turn it off. I don't know if I'm in the mood. Wait, don't we got that arrow? Shoot her with that thing. This is the one time I'm hoping for some dialogue in the game. Let's just chill. Thank you for joining me as we bring an end to this era. I don't think I'm switching games. I think we're gonna review this one is what we'll do. We'll talk about it. I don't like giving Tears of the Kingdom a split day. That doesn't feel right, you know? It seems not even you can stop the inexorable wheel of history. No! Stop! Solarians will last for... Is there seriously a third phase? I mean a fourth phase? That's not true. She's doing something. A shining beacon of the universe. She's doing a Ishin. Oh, she turned into pink stuff. Let's just enjoy, you guys. I don't think she's gonna fight me when she's turned into flubber, but pink. You know? Damn, dude. Isn't that always how it goes, man? 4 hours or whatever, then first try tomorrow? It's always like that for me. It is. Look, remember her? There she is, getting got by the roots. That was Gomang, by the way. I forgot the name. There's his spot, too. The roots are going everywhere. Man, you guys are the best, huh? Drop a like for Igong. Oh, look, they're still partying. The party doesn't stop. They don't care. Too much, you know, party favors. It is always how it works, P-Dud. Look at that. Look at me. Look at little Yi. What a game this has been, huh? Where are you guys at? About 300,000 li away from New Kunlun. Is everything okay there? Good, then you should just be out of range. What do you mean? What are you doing? Igong infected the primordial roots before she died. Now I have to destroy it. What? You're going to detonate the rhizomatic bomb, but that will destroy the entire island, I know. But this is the only way I can put an end to this disaster. Perhaps this will finally allow Kunlun, allow everything to return to nature. You see? What about you? What's up, Lou? What's up, Torinto? I'm sorry, but you'll have to take care of everything else. I've been a terrible friend, always making messes for you to clean up. Yee. That's not true, brother. Don't worry about it. Is Shanshan nearby? I want to speak to him. Yee. Yee. Shanshan. I need you to listen carefully. I'm afraid I won't be able to pick you up. You lied to me? Promise me you'll eat well and live well on the pale blue planet. Even when you're on your own. You lied to me! Also, remember to teach yourself swimming. I'm sure you'll be swimming in the sea in no time. Even without me there to help. You're the smartest kid I've ever seen. Guys, I'm starting to feel things. No. I can't do anything without you, Yi. Why are you doing this? Why would you lie to me? If you're going to throw me away, then why did you save me? You were the one who saved me. You helped me understand so much that I didn't before. I feel very fortunate to have spent all this time with you. Thank you, Shanshan. In the end, you were the one who woke me up. Ha! You were even able to bring me some hope for this world. Don't say that. I don't want you to go. You can't go. Why? Don't cry. Somebody once told me this. Life and death are one. When the end comes, we'll just return to heaven and earth. You guys remember who told him that? Quiz in the chat. Quiz in the chat. Why am I being left behind again? It's not fair. What am I supposed to do when I miss you? Don't worry. Whether you're under the sun's warm embrace or floating. Who got it? Someone get it? Let me see. Yeah, Hang, you got it. The sister. Whether you're under the sun's warm embrace or floating upon that boundless ocean, I'll be there as part of your all. As part of you for all eternity. I'll be there! Okay, I better get going. Take care. Yee! Don't! That doesn't look good. Looks like an Elden Ring boss. Oh, what if we had to fight it? He's gonna hit it with the arrow, though. The big bomb. I wish there was... I get it. You know, maybe budget and time. I wish there was more of these in the game. These look so good. The animated ones. There she is. There she is. Reunited at last. Well, pretty soon at least. They're watching. Oh man, see, these are animated so good. Flashbang. Is that it? Is that just credits? No. We won't shut it off. We'll talk all the way through the credits, don't worry. I mean, we're in no rush now. Damn. Swallowed wrong. All right. Jesus. What a game, though. Oh, good lord. Yo, Yee! Yo, Yee! 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 Man, this might surprise you guys, but what is the credit song? Add it to the playlist immediately. We're gonna eat the copyright claim for this one. I don't care. I think this is K-pop Demon Hunters. Yet I can see. Man. So look at their team. There's enough people on here that they could have been what I thought in that one secret room with the faces. Huntrix topping the charts. Yeah, I'm not skipping it. We're gonna hang out. Listen, we'll review it too. You guys want to hang out and review it? Let's do it. That was so dope! That was such a dope scream! Oh man! Shout out to Kathy Chen, music engineering crew. Peng Hua Chiu, music coordinator Kang La McYang. Look at this. Here's the voiceovers. Yo, Queen, did you see the new intro to Sentenced to Be a Hero with the new song? Oh, so good. German, Portuguese, man, you make a game and you gotta like translate it to all this different stuff, dude. There's so much that goes on behind the scenes. So Toyota's not in there, but this game definitely was so Toyota for sure, bro. Torinto with the huge callback. Yeah, there is a little bit of acid trippy going on here. I dig this. I haven't seen Tokyo Ghoul at all yet. I got maybe that can fill my anime void while I'm waiting for new episodes. Enjoy while you can. YouTube might make me silence this whole part after. We'll see. Oh! Jim! With the huge whopping $10 in the chat. Special thanks to Jim Walsh. Mentor's Quiet Laugh. Crimson Arcs Rewrite the Sky. Soul's Hearts Beat No More. Thank you, bro. Means a lot, my friend. Another great poem by the one and only No 9 souls. What is the thing before 9 souls? Does it say no? What is it? It's like no 9 souls. What is it? What does it say? Because the game is straight up called 9 souls. It's not like in the Steam library, it's just 9 souls. Or Hell's Paradise. Tokyo Ghoul falls off after first season. 8 souls? No. No. Yeah, Jim was hoping to drop that one yesterday, but I couldn't beat the boss. I'm glad you saved it for today. Workshopped it a little bit more, bro. Nice. Check it out. Look at all these people. Thank you, Jim. Thank you again, bro. For real. Epic. Man. At this point, we're just waiting to see what happens after the credits. Now, I got a question. There's 2 different endings, right? There's the one we just did, which is the 100% true ending. But now, if you didn't do the other stuff, you just do the 2 phases and there's a different ending. Is there a way for me to see it now? Like, can I... Like, is the game gonna spit me out before that and I can see the other ending? Or it's like, want a playthrough kind of thing, you know? Me when we get the 10 Souls DLC. Oh my god. Where Yi gets reincarnated, becomes level 999 overpowered. When did this game come out? How long ago? What if we did get some kind of DLC or something? I'm worried that it wasn't popular enough, unfortunately. If you went back into your save file, it would put you back before the point of no return. Right, but if it puts me back before the point of no return, didn't we already do all of the stuff? So like, if I went back to my save file and then just went to the boss, wouldn't it still be 3rd phase? Because I already did all the stuff, right? Like, it's not gonna put me back before we did all the stuff, I don't think. Wait, this came out last year? I thought it was a few years old. This game was last year? $2024? I mean, still, that's pretty new. A couple years ago? The game flew under the radar. Oh, there's the dialogue about saving a... Oh, right. So that will let me choose. Okay, here we go. Let's see. After credit scene. Everybody shut up. Let's see. I'd have to redo what? Just the boss fight or like everything leading up to it? Look. Ah, okay. I don't care enough to do that, I guess. Maybe I'll watch a video of it. Here they are, back on Earth. With Kwafu. And the new shaman, Shenong. That's a long flashbang. Remember when Bandai Namco used to hit you with the flashbang with every Souls game? What is happening here? Oh, we get a new screen, look! We got a new screen, look! And battle memories, look. Oh, I thought I was gonna get to see what it was. You could probably just fight, like, whoever you want. Yeah. Yeah. Just hold on. We're not doing that. Let's go back to that Let's go back to that menu. Okay. Wow. What do you guys think? Let's talk. Let's talk, okay? Now, we're not doing Tears of the Kingdom today. We're doing Tears of the Kingdom tomorrow, okay? I'm not gonna split Tears of the Kingdom in half. It deserves better, and so does Nine Souls. Let's just chat about this game. Okay? Get your thoughts up, guys. Get your thoughts up about this game. What's your final verdict? Get your, maybe, you know, from 1 to 10 in the chat. We did it. We just beat Nine Souls. 100%. True ending. This game grew on me so much, you guys. I'm just gonna come out and say it. This game grew on me so much. Get your verdicts in the chat. Let the people know. 1 to 10. Gaming Warrior says 9 out of 10. Lartoon says gotta be a 10 for me. This is legit my favorite game of all time. Hayla says 10. P. Dud says 9. Brandon says not sure, but wanted to say that those two symbols above the name that look like no are actually characters, where the N symbol means 9 and O is for O. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Damn, dude, this song's cranking. Hold up. So, man, you guys, this game grew on me more than I expected it to. And I even liked it from the beginning. I did. 8.5 out of 10, excessive dialogue. Let me dig into some of my thoughts, okay? So, you know, we've been going through a bunch of these Metroidvanias. We did Castlevania Symphony of the Night. We did Hollow Knight. We did Silksong. We did Metroid Prime. We did Blasphemous 2. And I've really been, like, taken back with how much I've come to love the genre now. It's a genre that I always thought that I didn't like and I wouldn't like. And now it's, like, honestly one of my favorites. I don't know, man. It just started to click with me. I think Silksong was the one that broke me through. Silksong and Hollow Knight. But then so we did all those other ones and doubled back to Nine Souls to try this out. And this is, guys, this might be my favorite one under Silksong. I'm just saying it now. I think this is my favorite Metroidvania underneath Silksong. I've heard some people say you can't really describe Nine Souls as like a true Metroidvania because it's not all about exploration. It's not as open as the other ones. It's a little bit more linear and a little bit more focused on the combat and other stuff. But I honestly think that's what I liked so much about it. It's a little bit of a hybrid. It's not just huge open map and with like 80% of it being figuring out where to go next and what order. It's a little bit more linear because it then chooses to focus on the combat and other stuff. And I can tell you guys right now, the combat in Nine Souls is the best combat of any Metroidvania I have ever done. I do think this game's a Metroidvania. I do. I think it has enough. I mean, at least out of the games I've done that I just named, we've been doing these almost back to back. I think I've got a little bit of a sense for the flavor of a Metroidvania, and I think this checks more boxes than it doesn't. You know? You're still doing the 2D thing, you still got the same kind of map, still got the different regions that you can get the abilities where you can then go explore more. It's still very Metroidvania. But on top of it, it's got a combat system that completely, in my opinion, eviscerates any other Metroidvania game. At least the ones I'd named that I've done. Not even close. Yes, it's very like Sekiro, which is one of my favorite games of all time. Okay? Obviously, the parry system here is the main draw and probably the main deterrent for some people that aren't into it. This game seems like it flew under the radar a bit, you guys. Sometimes I'm out of the loop because, like, you'll be telling me to play it, and I'll think that, like, it's a huge popular one everyone knows. But then we start playing it, and I'll start kind of, you know, getting some content out of it, and there'll be so many comments that are like, what is this? I didn't know this game. Or, like, it feels like it kind of went under the radar a bit. Even though it's highly rated. It's highly rated, but I think it's a little slept on. So it's like, I don't think Nine Souls is underrated, but it's slept on by a lot of people, I think. And I don't know. That might be because of the challenge. This is harder than any other Metroidvania I named. This is way harder than Silksong. For me. A lot of the challenge from like Silksong came from the platforming. So they kind of focused in a different area with the challenge and some of that. Don't get me wrong. Some of the bosses in Silksong were hard too. Honorable mention to Lost Lace, right? But not even close to like the bosses in this game, especially the final boss in this game, Aigong. Not even close. And so this is a very, very punishing game, much like Sekiro. And I do kind of feel like obviously that's the cliche you guys have heard. It's the 2D Sekiro Metroidvania, but it is. It is. But it does it so incredibly well. I think the gameplay in this is so good. It's so good. And the art is amazing. Like second to none, doing its own style. I loved it. And I love the characters. Man, and the music was good. And the bosses were top tier. I pretty much liked every boss. Every boss was cool looking and unique and fun to fight. You don't know if you would say it's harder than Silksong? What I just did at the end there, the final boss, way harder than anything I did in Silksong. Way. And then the question is, and remember, I did like everything in Silksong. We got like 80 hours, the full true ending stuff. We did everything. Okay, just like this game. Top 3 favorite bosses? Aigong's at the top. True Aigong. 3 phase. We're going to talk about that in a minute. I've got stuff to say about the fight. Man, I really liked them all. Because even the ones that like weren't like super mechanically complex, they all had a good flow to the battle and the gameplay. And the background and the environments were so cool. Like, I'm going to butcher the names now. Who's the dude that was like the demon dude you could poison beforehand? Not G. It was something else. He was cool too. And I like the little gimmick where you could do stuff before the fight like that. And then the other guy that was using the mech thing to fight you, the flying mech thing with the targets on the screen. It was like an arcade game. I just feel like this game... Oh, Lady Ethereal is number 2. You're right. I totally forgot. Aigong's my favorite. Lady Ethereal number 2. And then 3... Man, like I really like the boss arena for the twins. The Fuzi and Nuwa or whatever. The like opium style den thing and the music and the colors, man. I just loved pretty much every boss for one reason or another, dude. None of them disappointed me. I really don't think so. And then even going from area to area was a challenge in this game. Some of the enemies, man, you can't... It felt like Sekiro. Like it kind of felt like, you know, if you're playing Dark Souls and you get real familiar with it, or Elden Ring, and you can kind of just plow through hordes of enemies on the way to the boss, not be too concerned. But then if you haven't done Sekiro and you turn on Sekiro and you try to do the same thing, you learn really fast, I can't just cut through these guys. I can't just cut through all these soldiers on the way. They like won't let you. And that's like how this game feels. Sure, especially later when you're getting the jump, dash, double jump and all this stuff, you can get around them pretty quick. But like at the start especially, you cannot just plow your way through. It like forces you to slow down. It forces you to focus on the parry mechanic and try to learn it. And guess what? There's 3 parries. Yeah, Ji Quan. That's the one you poisoned. That was dope. Yeah. 3 parries. You've got the normal parry with the hand, which works just like Sekiro, right? But even that I thought was so cool. How instead of like the little tiny detail of like, you know how when you're, we're going to use Sekiro as an example a bunch, obviously, but think about any game that's got like a parry thing. And normally, every time you hit parry, there's like one animation for it. So even Sekiro, it's like every time you hit parry, he's like this, right? He just does that. And it's fine. In this game, I love how it's like 3, the animation changes. It's like up here, up here. He's like moving his hand around. It just makes it a little bit more cool and fluid and dynamic, you know? I love that. And then you have the jump, like pogo parry thing. You need to do that for some moves where you got to jump and then hit them. But then, like that wasn't enough. They gave you the third. They give you the unbound parry, which, man, is a total mindfuck at first. Because you get so used to hitting parry at the right time to parry, but then the unbound, you have to like hold the parry and then let go to do it. So it's quite literally the opposite of a normal parry. And then the game starts mixing them in. So you gotta be like parry, parry, hold, release parry, jump. It's like, it's insane. Almost to the point where it's overwhelming until you get used to it. Which brings me to my next point. This game did something masterfully. I'm talking masterclass. The whole feeling of like, I'm overwhelmed. There's so many mechanics with these parries. There's so much going on. I don't think this is going to click, but then it clicks. And it happened in pretty much every boss. Every boss. It would be like, man, I don't know about this, right? I don't know about this. And then after a few tries, it starts to click. And your brain is figuring it out. This game was designed beautifully in that regard. Seriously. Okay? Let's talk about the story real fast. Because as we know, the story is just so confusing, it's hard to explain. I'm just kidding. So let's talk about it, though. I liked it. I did like the story. Okay? And I'll tell you what I liked the most about the story. Not the specific little character arcs. You know, those are all good. I don't want to spoil everything here in this little review. We'll leave some in the dark, okay? But I absolutely loved Yi, who you play as. I loved Yi's personal journey from being this like scientific-minded, grounded individual and not wanting to deal with any of this kind of like, you know, spiritual kind of unknowns. He didn't want to deal with any of that. Just all science. He didn't want to go with the flow and let nature run its course naturally. And that's like the whole crux of this story. Is like, you know, science starts to run rampant, and when you start to try to force nature, it doesn't work the way you want it to. And it's only when you start to learn to not act, inaction, when things start to find their balance again and progress. And here's why I think that story is so goddamn cool with this game in particular. Okay? Because it literally ties into the combat. So like by the second half of the game, or even like the final third of the game, you're starting to see that change in Yi, where he's starting to come around after talking to Shan more and the sister and his whole experience through the game. And he's like starting to realize this slowly. But so are you as the player. You have to like turn your mind off and go with the flow in a lot of these boss fights. And the minute you do that is not only when you get better and start to win, it starts to be so goddamn satisfying, I can barely explain it. It's like a dance. It was so good. And so I just feel like the story did elevate into the gameplay for me. I'm like sitting here trying to be like trying to be like Sean in my mind or my sister and just go with the feeling and the vibes, right? And go with the flow, be water. It's Wu Wei. Let me look this up before I butcher it. There's something that I'm not very familiar with, so I'm not an expert. Here we go. Here we go. So obviously this whole game is like Taoism. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right, but Taoism. But Wu Wei, you guys. I've been saying this a few times because I've heard of this. It's a central tenet of ancient Taoist philosophy. And anybody can correct me in the comments or right now if I'm off the mark. I'm just reading it. But it translates to non-doing or effortless action, signifying a state of alignment with the natural, effortless flow of the universe, the Tao. And that is the mind state you need to be in to kill some of these bosses. See you later, Shadow. Take it easy. And so I just thought it was such a cool way to guide the whole gameplay and the story, and they work synonymously. I loved it. I'm serious. I love the philosophies in this game, and honestly, if we're being real personally, I even love it myself. I love that kind of mindset. I'm down with that. I fuck with that. Okay? This game is important to me. This game even grew on me more and more as we played it more. Okay? Now, let's get to just maybe my one nitpick. I only have one nitpick, I'm not kidding. Just one. Some of you already know what it is. I only have one nitpick. That's it. There's a lot of dialogue. There is. And now, grain of salt. Because we did the 100% true ending, which obviously required all the dialogue. So, like, I was exposed to all of it. And if you're just doing a normal playthrough, I don't think it would be that bad. I think you'd miss a lot of it, you know, and it wouldn't be a lot. But I do think, and this is kind of a double-edged sword here a little bit, because I actually like the dialogue in the game. Like, the dialogue itself didn't bother me. And I like the characters. It's not like it's cringe dialogue or anything. It's good. I like it. And I like the character development. I don't know if it was like a translation thing, like some of you were like suggesting, or if it was just like a writing thing. But like, it just felt like it was a lot sometimes. Even at certain times, like even the beginning of the game. Like when you first start the game, it's hitting you with a lot of dialogue boxes. And even though I like the stuff they're saying, and I like the story that's unfolding, I feel like they could have just shaved off quite a bit of it, and it still would have had the same effect. And of course, this is coming from me, who really is not a big fan of reading a bunch of dialogue in games. So this is just my own personal taste as well. Some people might be way more into it, and they're going at a slower pace, and that's cool, you know? That was the only nitpick I had. I'm not even joking. That is it. That's it. It's just very wordy. And I think part of it is intentional because they're trying to highlight the fact that Yi and these other Solarian characters and stuff, they're very like scientific and they're very like just, you know, not boring, but like they're just very scientific and they speak in like long phrases with big scientific words and they're very dry. That's the word. So I feel like they're trying to drive that point home so you can see the transition near the end of the game. But dude, by the time I'm 25 hours or 30 hours in and it's so much dialogue, it did start to burn out on me a little bit and I just wanted it to hurry up. But that is quite honestly the only nitpick I have about the entire game. I love the areas and the art and the design of everything. I love the combat. I love the gameplay. I love the characters. I love Yi, the character you play as, and his little outfit. I love all of that. I love the little comic book style cutscenes that would happen here and there. And I also loved the even more rare, fully animated anime type ones. I almost wanted more of those. They were so cool. All of that, man. So good. So good. So good. Oh, and you thought it was going to be the grab from Igong? No, but I can bring that up. Don't worry. I got a whole section in my mind to talk about Igong here, which I'm pretty sure we're about to get there right now. So at the end of the day, guys, I think Nine Souls very slept on. Still a little bit underappreciated, man. I can't even believe it, especially after beating it and seeing how good this was near the end, man. Or just how good I thought it was by the time I was done. It grew on me all the way through. Yo, what's up, Blev? Need a break from Ninja Gaiden 4? I don't blame you. It's chaotic. It's like an 8-ball to the face. Love Ninja Gaiden 4. So, the final boss. I'm just going to come out and say it, you guys. So how long did it take me? Because it took us like an hour to get there yesterday. So maybe, and then I did what, like 4 hours? So the final boss took me around 3 hours. 3.5 hours. Something like that, right? Give or take. So and that's the true ending final boss, you know, which has got the final phase. There's a third phase. Normally there's just 2. And you can see, by the way, guys, how easy it would have been. Not easy. I just mean how much easier it would have been if we did the 2-phase normal ending. We were beating that right away. We beat that right away. It was just that third phase, man. Just that third phase. Yeah, good luck on the trials, bro. I haven't done that, I don't think, in Ninja Gaiden 4. But, dude, I loved that game. I can't wait for the DLC. We'll do it. And Lartoon, it took you about 10 hours, so I cooked. I mean, dude, it took me 3.5 hours. But, you guys, hard boss games are my main kind of games. If I get stuck at a boss for more than an hour, it's a hard boss. I'm telling you right now. I'm not trying to like flex. I'm just saying like hard boss games are the main kind of games that I enjoy playing. Okay? I've done Sekiro a million. I've got like 400 hours in Sekiro, 350 or something like that. I've done the hardest possible mod you can do in Sekiro just because I enjoy that kind of shit. So if I get stuck on a boss for more than an hour, you bet your ass it's a hard boss. This took me 3.5 hours. It was hard as shit. Absolutely. But now here's the catch. I truly think at this point, I think Igong, the final boss in this game, especially the true final form and all that, might be like top 5 bosses ever. Is that crazy? Am I just high on beating the game right now? Is that like a wild take? I think it might be one of the best bosses ever. I'm serious. Like if I made a list right now, top 10 bosses ever, it'd be in the list. It was incredible. Not just because the visuals, not just because the build-up. Now this is where it's going to be hard to explain unless you've played this game and you fought that boss. When you get into the flow state, which, again, that's the whole story and philosophy of this game, and that is why it is amazing. When you get into the flow state in that boss, there has not been another boss that I have felt on that level of satisfaction. I am not joking. I'm not joking. Would I ever do a stream of my top favorite bosses across all games? Yeah, that's a good idea. We should do that. Like a tier list? Yes. Don't let me forget that. Let's do that. That sounds fun. So here's what I mean. At first, when you're fighting it, and this goes for a lot of the bosses in this game, they all really had a good flow. Man, God, it's hard to explain. Let me explain. You guys know when you're playing a game like this, whether it's 2D or whether it's Sekiro or First Berserker Kazan or Liza P or whatever, okay? Any game that's got like a good blend of like dodge, parry, block, all this stuff, okay? Not as much the traditional Dark Souls and Elden Ring, because sure, even though you can do parry stuff sometimes, that's just like the dodge roll. You know, it's like, that's different. It's not a flow state. It's different. But you know, when you're doing these bosses, and in my opinion, the games that really deserve all the props are the ones that are able to design a boss that you get in this flow and this dance. The rhythm, it's like a rhythm. It's the same rhythm that Sekiro is so acclaimed for. There's so many bosses and enemies in Sekiro where once you get good at it, you can almost close your eyes and just do it based on the feels and the sounds and the rhythm. Because there's a rhythm. Think about like the centipede giraffe or whatever it's called, that enemy in Sekiro, where it's like boom, 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 boom. There's like a rhythm. And once you start to understand the rhythm, you're like dancing with these bosses and dancing with these enemies. And Aigong at the end of this game was the absolute peak of that. Genichiro is absolute peak of that. Genichiro would be in my top 5 in the list that Brandon just brought up. So the best bosses, in my opinion, are the ones where it's not just brutal, it's not just hard, but there's like a rhythm and a flow you get into, and when you fall into it, it's like you're just floating in nirvana, bro. There's nothing like it. Yeah, Kazan does got the flow. That's why I name dropped him. That's the boy, bro. And Aigong at the end of this game, I honest to God think it might be the peak that I have ever felt at. And that is saying a lot, you guys. That is saying a lot. I've done so many. It was so satisfying. It's like parry, parry, unbound parry, jump, parry, but there's like a flow. It's like it was magical. I swear to God. For lack of a better word, it was magical. And I think this might be the absolute peak I have ever felt that feeling when I'm fighting one of these bosses. So I think it's a top tier boss. And a lot of the bosses in this game achieve that, albeit to maybe a lesser degree because they're just not as brutal and the game is amping up as you go. But they all achieved it. Even G, the floating one that was doing the knives, there's a rhythm. I was getting into a rhythm with all of them. So the game designers here really deserve props because they nailed that. And for me, that is the most important thing, is this flow state, bro. This rhythm that you get into. And man, I am not going to forget how that felt. This is one of those bosses. I feel like tonight after dinner, I'm going to go watch it. You guys ever do that? Is that just me because I stream it and then I can easily watch it? I want to see it again. I want to see the flow state and like hopefully vicariously live through the video again and feel it for the first time. God, it was so good. Sherpa, there's an official Nine Souls manga that adds to the lore, which could be cool to look at on stream if it's not copyrighted. Bro, thanks for the heads up. I didn't know that. And so, man, I honestly got nothing but praise for this game, you guys. And I'm going to be real, okay? When we were leading up to the final boss, I was at like a 9 out of 10 because I was getting a little bit burnt out on the dialogue and stuff, you know? But I just can't lie to myself right now. And the way that I feel right now after this game has now been finished and just thinking back to all the care they put into this game, like how you kept coming back to the pavilion, like your little hub area, and how it kept changing. Even more so than other great games like Silksong. Like, you know, in Silksong, you keep coming back to like Bellheart, and as you're doing stuff in the world, stuff is changing and you can like add to your bell house. This like did that even more. It did it even more so. It did. The pavilion, and you got Sean, like kept adding things, making it so lively. And all of this was like the subconscious like understanding and of Yi learning about what life truly means, bro. This game hit me, guys. This game hit me. So leading up to the final boss, I was at a 9. After the final boss, I'm giving it a 10. I'm sorry. Final boss elevated it. Final boss elevated to 10. I can't deny it. I give this game a 10. I give Silksong and this game 10 out of 10. And obviously this game is definitely like my specific blend of taste. I love parries. It's my favorite thing. So this game really resonated with me with the combat. It's a 10. It's a 10. It's a 10. 10. It's a 10. I love this game. I love this game. And the little setback with maybe a little bit too much dialogue is just not enough for me to drop it to a 9. I'm sorry, it's not. It's a 10. Legendary game. Unforgettable boss fights. Unforgettable story here and setting. And man, one more thing. I didn't even notice this at first until I noticed, I think, Brandon and maybe a few other people in the chat bring this up. The way that this game plays with the whole like 2D, but certain aspects are 3D looking is so good. It's so good. It's like, obviously you're playing a 2D Metroidvania style thing, but there were so many like enemies that had like a 3D element to them, like they'd turn and stuff, or the background would have like certain kind of, you know, parallax mixed with other little trickery that would make it look more 3D than it was. And you can look no further. You don't need to look further than the boss arena in Igong, the final boss. It's truly incredible if you go look at it. I looked at it after you guys said it. Okay? So, if you look at that boss arena, you're fighting Igong like this. It's just like a fighting game, left and right, 2D. But the arena's got this curvature to it. And the background of the, you know, the root node, the roots coming up. But when you're just walking left and right, the parallax is like turning the background, and it gives it this effect that it looks like you're like circling the room. It's genius. It's so well executed. It's crazy. And so, man, 10 out of 10. Massive props to these devs. Hand-drawn game. Beautiful, just like beautiful 2D mixed with 3D stuff. God damn, I can't say enough about this game now. I can't. 10 out of 10. I want more. Dude, I'm almost sad with how the story ended. I would have played a sequel with Yi. I'm serious. Even if it wasn't Yi, I like this game enough to where if Red Candle Games came out with another game that was just like this, 2D Metroidvania, even if it was a different setting, not even connected, whatever, totally new thing, if they came out with another game, same genre, same parry focus, I'm buying it immediately. I'll buy it immediately. Unfortunately, I don't know how likely it is to get a DLC from this. I think it was very underappreciated. But you know what? Sherpa's going to appreciate it enough for everybody. I liked it more than every other Metroidvania I've done so far, other than Silksong. But I like things about it even more than Silksong. I like the combat way more than Silksong. Way more. I think that's just like, it can't be understated. Or it shouldn't be understated. Silksong is a goat of a game. And I know that's obvious at this point, but just hear me out real fast. Silksong is an immensely impressive 2D Metroidvania. And the combat's very fun. And you do get into the flow state in a different way, mostly with platforming style stuff in that game. You get in the flow state. There's a good rhythm to that too. But at the end of the day, in Silksong, it is kind of just the same kind of combat that we've seen in pretty much every other Metroidvania. The same kind of thing. You're jumping on them, you bounce on them, you hit them, you know, whatever. This is the first one I've played that's implemented this whole new combat style. It brought Sekiro to Metroid 2D. And it did it perfectly. No complaints. So that's it. 10 out of 10 for me, guys. Legendary playthrough, 100%. Legendary final boss, absolutely unforgettable. I loved this experience. Even though I got a little frustrated, even though I talked some shit about the dialogue, this game changed my life, guys. It's amazing. Bro, this game had me in this mind state where I'd be like going to get pizza and the pizza place was closed early for winter. And instead of getting mad, I was like, I'm just gonna go with the flow. Woo way. Pizza place closed, whatever. Switch gears, let's go get some fries. Taoism. Changed my life, guys. Love it. That's all I've got. That's all I've got for you. So, I'm really happy we revisited this game and played through it. I'm really happy we did it. I've got nothing but love for this game now, and any of my annoyance about the dialogue, I'm not even going to forget by tomorrow, but I will definitely remember the bosses and everything else. Okay? Yeah. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for all the help too, honestly. Massive, massive shout out to the chat. Everybody that's played the game, that was helping and that was just loving the playthrough. Massive shout out to Hayla for helping guide me through finding some of these more obscure things that we needed to get. Thank you guys so much. This was such a cool, meaningful playthrough. I loved it. Okay? That's all I got. Now, I know it's going to be a short day, but it just is what it is. We're going to do Tears of the Kingdom tomorrow. We're going to start Tears of the Kingdom tomorrow. Okay? I'm not doing it right now. I'm not gonna split this day into 2 games and then just give Tears of the Kingdom a little tiny intro. Nah. We're going full bore in Tears of the Kingdom tomorrow. Okay? So today we get to get out early. Okay? And go enjoy ourselves. And recoup and regenerate. Maybe get the pottery wheel going a little bit. Play some tunes on the record thing with Sean. And then we'll be back tomorrow for Tears of the Kingdom, fresh playthrough, enhanced edition, square one. We're going all in. And that game we'll be able to relax, chill out a bit, talk a lot more, and not get brutalized by the enemies, hopefully. We'll see. Okay? Thank you guys so much again. It does mean a lot. Thank you guys for all the support that you constantly give. Okay? Now, you guys are the best. I will see you next time. Same place. For a full stream of Tears of the Kingdom Enhanced Edition for the Nintendo Switch 2 Entertainment System, straight from Japan. Okay? Links to the Discord in the chat. You guys are the best. I will see you next time. Be there or be square. Sherpa.